So this babyface type of Damian Priest that we're getting right now, like that's very interesting to me. This build, like the last 2 weeks, like I said, has been fantastic. So they've got me all the way in on this match. I'm so excited to see this match.
Yeah, my favorite part of it was the promo that he did recently where he was like, I want to apologize. For nothing! I told you I meant everything I said! I'm like, oh my god! Gunther. This is a fucking mess. He literally said, yeah, last week I might have been a little rough. They start booing him. You know what? Never mind. He's a bum and all of you are bums. So I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. It was,
I love him.
Nah. That's fucking wild, bro. Now he's shooting. It's my favorite bloodline member.
Yeah, the nasty rivalry with Honolulu Hank the other year. IMFT? What does that mean?
My friend Tama?
That's what Tag Me In is all about. Welcome everybody into episode number 18 of the Tag Me In podcast. Boys, we are back. We have had a 2-week hiatus. Whole lot going on in personal lives and just everything. Everything got crazy. So we decided to take a week off. This is our first recording in 2 weeks and we are glad to be back. By we, I am Zach. I got Elijah here. I got Deven here. We're going to start with Deven. Deven, you have had a major life change since the last time that people heard you. I'm going to pass it over to you. The floor is yours. Tell us about your wedding, your honeymoon, not everything about your honeymoon. Pause.
Yeah.
That's
not PG, brother.
We're so happy for you. We're so happy that you're back. We are so happy for Kayla. Just like Deven, you're a husband, dude.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Yeah, Hubby Dev.
Hubby Dev. Yes,
Hubby Dev is crazy.
That's me. Yes, I did get married. Happily married. Yep.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
You see it reflect off the light. Ooh!
Ooh. Pretty sure my wife shows her. It's going to definitely blind everyone in the room.
Yeah, 20K minimum, right?
20K. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, the last 2 weeks, man, have been insane. We had the wedding. It was a blast, man. Like, just everyone being there. We partied, dude. Oh my gosh, I think we got so messed up. Especially certain someone, my sister-in-law got really messed up. Shout out to Tequilas, bro, because they got her. No, I love Laura. I love. But that was all fun. Then we flew to Cancun.
Actually, hold on. Before we move on, real quick, I heard from one of our friends who was at the wedding too. Your sister-in-law did not know that there was tequila and margaritas.
Oh dear, yeah, that'll do it.
So that's kind of the puzzle piece. Because I'm wrong, there's normal tequila shots and everything.
Ooh, so it was kind of.
She didn't know tequila was in margaritas, and
yeah, that'll
Inside
do it.
Source told me that, and
Inside Source.
Inside Source.
Inside Source. All love. It's just, She was probably like, "This is so good." She actually came up to me and was just like, "Devin, you ready?" And because I had a drink in my hand too, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't know what she was doing. 1, 2, 3. I was like, "Oh wait." She's like, I beat you. I'm like, what just happened?
You're going to feel that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, gosh. I wish we could show the videos. Photos are we're still waiting for photos. Nothing's popping up yet. When they do come up, we will definitely have to show you all the photos.
Yeah, post a couple.
Yeah. But then, so we flew to Cancun. The wedding was Friday the 19th. And then the Sunday we left was the 21st. That was our official 7.5 years together. So it was kind of like, cool. It kind of worked out. Oh, man, Cancun was amazing. It was the best 4 days ever, man. We enjoyed it. The sun did not get me. I don't know if it got darker. Nah, still the same. Met some cool people down there. Got a little tipsy here and there.
Plug the pot a few times.
Dude, No one there is a wrestling fan, so
Shame.
boo,
Boo.
boo, boo. No, everyone was cool down there, man, and me and Kayla do it our time. Felt weird though, because you didn't have the pod and everything. So I know there was a plan. We were trying to come up plans to have you guys do it without me, but
You're our rock, dude. You hold us together. We can't do anything without you.
I appreciate you both. And also, I just want to let everyone know these two were in my wedding.
Yeah.
Big Red was my best man, and we also had Zach B as one of the groomsmen. Our groomsman was BJ. Shout out to BJ.
Shout out BJ.
Shout out BJ.
Shout out to Tequila Dev for
Shout out
being a
Tequila
DH.
Yeah. No, it's Miami Dev.
Miami,
Yeah,
thank you.
Miami.
Sorry, he's gonna probably smack the fuck out of me now. What you say, boy? Also,
Did
He's
you
gonna put a hit
favor?
on you. He's gonna put a hit on you so quick.
oh,
Yeah,
dude,
you're
so
done,
fast.
You got
sh-
Enjoy.
Shout
it.
out to shout out to Laura, and also Kayla's friend Lindsay, and shout out to Zach B's wife Becca, also
Shout
part
out.
of our wedding, and also shout out to my father. He officiated our wedding. That was awesome, man. I'm never
The
gonna forget
man.
that. The fact that man, oh yeah.
Dude.
So there's a backstory. Everyone, so my dad, you know, he was hanging out with us in the groom's room. We were just playing NCAA football, and he was hanging out with us. And so every
Dropped a
time we see
71
him,
hold on, real quick. I just want.
no, I don't want to talk about that.
I dropped 71 points on him, so
Got my
that
ass
was.
whooped. I
That's
took my L.
crazy.
I took my L.
Yeah,
So right there.
Crazy.
Had to
was
give him that wedding gift.
Crazy.
70's crazy.
Here's 70. Here you go.
71. No. I
No,
went for
70.
the
Yeah,
two.
he got me on
I
70.
went for the 2-point conversion. And
At
got
least,
it.
like, hey, I put 40 up, so I mean that's the only good thing. I just couldn't play defense to save my life. But
Defense was
anyways,
a strainer, bro. That was crazy.
my dad, every time he came in the room or we were doing photos, and he, got his tux on, dude. My dad loved that, by the way. He appreciated you guys as well. It was just what a great night. We had a blast after the whole like. Well, actually, and after we were trying to do photos, we were thinking, all right, we'll get something to drink. Oh no, we gotta do this. I
Yeah.
want to drink. I just want to drink, man. And then apparently, I heard that some people were upset because we did our intros, and then we went to our seats, and then like, all right, the wedding party can go get their food and drinks, and people were upset about that. I'm like, we're the wedding party. Like, come on. I don't know if
Real
that's true.
honor,
That's
Crimea
what I was
River.
told. I was told by a source.
A reliable source.
A reliable source. So that's all. And if that's true, I'm sorry. If not, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
whatever. Every time you have an event, you're gonna have some people that don't like it. But as happy as I am for you and your beautiful wife Kayla, the most important thing that happened that weekend was the fact that we all three got to meet each other and hang out for the first time in person.
Yes,
That
we're
was really
definitely
the
showing
biggest
photos.
takeaway.
Yes.
That was the biggest takeaway from this whole 2 weeks that we've been gone was TMI got to meet in person for the first time. So like,
Yep.
yeah, you got married, you went to Mexico, all that, but like,
Yada. I was really only there to get the three of us in person. Like,
yeah, but
Zach
we
was
got
going to
meet
be
each
there.
other.
I'm sorry, I forgot to find a new best man.
Oh,
And that's honestly
Thanks.
the biggest takeaway that I had from your wedding.
well, thanks.
Yeah,
playing.
you're happy, married. Yada.
I'm playing. No, shout out to you. Shout out to Kayla. We are so sorry we missed a week, but the occasion called for it and it was necessary. So we're so glad to be back. There so much has happened in the world of wrestling that we have not spoken on, but we got an exciting episode today. SummerSlam is this upcoming Saturday, so we're going to be diving into our predictions episode. We're right back into it, boys. We are hitting the ground running here. Before we get into that, it's been a little while. Do you guys remember how icebreakers work? We're going to jump into an icebreaker here.
Ice what?
Yeah, icebreaker. So here's the thing. One of us has to present a question. No prep. This is just something to start off the show, get us going on the right foot. No prep, just a question on the spot. You guys got to think of an answer. So I had the question this week, and it's one that I'm actually pretty excited about. So in WWE, there's been, I want to say 51 WWE championship reigns, I should say, or 51 different people to hold the WWE championship. I don't know the exact number on the World Heavyweight Championship, but a lot of those wrestlers only had one world title reign. So my question for you guys is, of all of the wrestlers that have had one world title reign, who would you give a second reign to and why? So I will start. I'll give my answer here first. Short and sweet, the answer is Finn Balor. I am a Finn Balor stan. I love this man. I think he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Every time Finn Balor gets a singles push, I am thrilled. He just had a match with Gunther on the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw. And anytime you put Finn Balor in a singles match, the man can cook. And his call-up was awesome, and he won the World Championship so quickly as soon as he debuted on the main roster. And then that old injury bug got him, and he was just never the same after that. So he's been relegated to the tag division, and don't get me wrong, he's a champion currently. And he had that great feud with Seth Rollins last summer. And last SummerSlam, I thought that he was the right time was to put the belt on him again. But I love Finn Balor, and if they were to give him another world title reign, I think that he would be absolutely incredible with that championship. So that is my answer. I love Finn Balor. I want him to have another world title reign so bad. Elijah, we'll go to you next.
All right, my pick is Jinder Mahal. No, I'm kidding.
We don't hinder Jinder. We don't hinder Jinder.
No, my real answer is probably going to be someone who is also a former NXT champion, but also was a world champion, Universal champion, and that would be Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kevin Owens is so reliable no matter where you put him. Mid-card, main event, tag, it doesn't matter. Like, I know a couple weeks ago, it feels like months ago, but a couple weeks ago, we did the mid-year awards and was like, get this person off my TV. Kevin Owens is the opposite. I want him on my TV. I don't care if he pops up once a night. I look forward to that, actually, because KO is... His run was also very, very good, in my opinion. A lot of people look at it with mixed reviews, but I personally really liked it. And just overall, if they gave him at least one more title run, even if it was for like only 2 months or something like that, one day, that would still be amazing to me.
I completely agree. Kevin Owens is actually answer number 2 for me. So I'm right there with you. Deven, who you got? Close us out.
There's like kind of like 3 or 4 wrestlers came in my head a little bit. I'll say so I have to say Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
He still makes me so mad. The fact that this dude lost the championship in 6 seconds, that's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Oh. What a VKM move. Only someone like him will make that move. And we just like, you know what, we're done with Kofi. Kofi, you had your fun. We had Kofi Mania. Now go back to the tag team. Like, no, give him
not even a rematch. That's the crazy part. Not even a fucking like, oh, you beat me. That's a fluke. Let me challenge you at the pay per view. He lost and was like, all right, Big E, let's go, buddy. And it's like, what? It's almost like you didn't fucking care. Like, I know that's the booking of VKM, but like, man.
In kayfabe, Kofi Kingston's like, yeah, whatever. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that. I gotta worry about my family. Brother, go back with the championship. Yeah, right. That's gonna make it 10 times sweeter.
Yeah.
No, I hope he does.
It's funny that you guys said those 2 answers, because that's literally my 1, 2, 3 is like the 3 that we mentioned. So
same. I would Kofi / Big E. I feel like, but with Big E being hurt right now, it's kind of hard. But if he did decide to return to in-ring competition, I feel like he would have the same hype from me anyway as Kofi Kingston.
Absolutely. Deven, you were about to say something. I cut you off, buddy. Sorry.
My number 2 was Rey Mysterio.
Okay, yeah.
The disrespect. I think it was more such disrespect. Like, hey, you're going to win the championship, and then an hour later, you're going to lose it. Like,
well, that was the WWE Championship. He held the world championship.
He held the world championship, but
so
he did,
multiple world championship runs. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
only the WWE championship. Yeah, he held it for like an hour.
An hour.
I felt bad.
It was like an hour and 5 minutes. It was stupid, ridiculous.
Yeah, like an hour, 6 minutes or something like that. I was like, bro, what the fuck, John? You're not a heel. Why the fuck? Like, that was so stupid.
It was so dumb.
He pulled the Hulk Hogan. That's not not
big time. Well, I get it because the
said-
storyline was CM Punk and John Cena, but like, then why did you do it in the first place? Like,
yeah, that's
it
what
was-
brought it. That was the whole stupid thing because it was the night after Money in the Bank, and they had the tournament, and Ray wins it, and you're like, oh hell yeah! Like, let's see if Ray gets another run back because when he was world champion the first time, Loki was kind of weak. Not gonna lie to you. So seeing him get the WWE Championship, you're like, all right, let's see what they're gonna do this time. I feel like they could do it better. And John's like, hey, why don't you challenge me in the main event? I want that title. And then Ray's dumbass was like, fair, bet. Even though I just wrestled multiple matches tonight, bet. I'll take you on for one more. And then, of course, he loses.
Yeah. Terrible booking.
terrible.
At that point, just put John Cena in the thing and make him win again. Whoop de fucking do.
Yeah,
They would be
Literally.
That's like
accomplish the
peak,
same thing without burying Rey Mysterio.
peak
Imagine
Super
coming to
Cena.
the arena and like getting told, "Hey, you're gonna win the championship tonight." No way.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose an hour later.
Oh,
But also, you're gonna
but
lose.
also, yeah. but you got that win under your belt now. You can say you were now.
That's probably what they're trying to make it seem like. Oh, he won a championship. I don't see it that way. Like,
You got to spin
You
the
won the
title.
world title and the WWE title. You're a star, kid. Now go challenge for this IC title instead. What?
All right, boys. That is our icebreaker. I think that was I had a couple weeks to cook that one up, so
oh, it was a good.
that was thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, so we are here for our SummerSlam predictions. That is what we're going to be doing this episode. But real quick, I did not inform you guys of this, but it's a quick in and out kind of topic. I, with my daughter, will be going to Smackdown this upcoming Friday in Cleveland. Very, very excited. The Smackdown's been kind of like,
Wait, you said Cleveland?
yeah, shout out, go Cards.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing a Dallas hat. You're wearing a Cleveland hat. Go Stars.
I'm the only fan
Stars.
here, apparently.
But also go
But
Guards.
don't you ever say that.
Just let the Tigers.
We
know.
are an
Nobody-
abs household around here.
Also
Your
took 2 out of
ass.
3. Also took 2 out of 3 from Philly in Philly. No big deal. Go Guards. Okay, so my daughter and I are going to be
Mine from
going to
Dallas.
SmackDown this upcoming Friday, and this is actually going to be my first televised event. So I'm really, really excited, and obviously my daughter is stoked. When we told her that we got tickets, she literally had tears come to her eyes. So what an awesome moment. So with that being said, I wanted to ask your guys' opinion on something. There are 2 championship matches on this upcoming Friday Night SmackDown. The WWE Tag Championships and the Women's Tag Championships are both on the line. So, do you guys think that either of those titles will be changing hands? So, a little bit of backstory here. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are going against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the Women's Tag Championships. And DIY will be defending their titles against 2 members of the Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. So, we get 2 championship matches this upcoming Friday. And I just want to know, do you guys see either of those championships changing hands? Deven, go ahead.
Ooh, man. 2 championship matches.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I didn't even
tough
figure out
one.
the matches that night. So, oh shit.
See, because in my head I'm thinking if it was just 1, I'd be like, nah. But 2, you're gonna tell me you're gonna have 2 championship matches and not one. Not one's gonna like no one's gonna lose their championship. Because my thinking is like Alba Fire and what's the other girl's name? Help me.
Isla Dawn.
Alan Dawn saying thank you. I think they're gonna win it. I don't think they're gonna make the Bloodline lose to DIY. I think that would change titles right there. Because if you make them lose, they look what they've been doing the last couple of months.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they lose in the championship against DIY. Like nothing against DIY. I love DIY. I'm so glad
So-
they won it.
Yeah. Hey,
So
but-
here's, here's my thing. Here's my thing with that match specifically. I do think that a title will change. I think it'll be the women's tag titles.
Okay.
So here's my thing with the Bloodline match. Okay, Bloodline versus DIY. 1, a short DIY run would just break my heart. They finally made it to the top, and like I want them to have just such a good championship run. Number 2, selfishly, I think Jimmy Uso's returning to cost them the match.
Oh,
so
see, I didn't even think about that.
selfishly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the building. Okay, big return. It's a very selfish way to look at it. I get it, but realistically, though, I do think that that's probably something that's going to happen. because you're right. There's no way that they can build the bloodline up the way that they have and then just like have them lose. So like,
Yeah, there has to be something.
if they do lose, it's not going to be clean whatsoever. So I do think that the women's tag titles will be changing hands, though. Elijah, do you agree, or do you see a different scenario playing out?
Oh, see, I actually see the women's titles staying on them.
Really?
I don't think they would just do the back and forth that quick, because that just wouldn't make sense. Why have them lose the titles and be like, oh, JK, and get them right back? Like, I don't how they're gonna retain them. That I have no idea. I don't know if it's gonna be clean or another team gets involved, DQ, whatever situation.
I agree. It would be weird just to do the bounce back and forth, but like the fact that they didn't throw Bianca or Jade back into singles competition right away, like leads me to believe that like they need them in the tag division. Personally, like I don't know. It's odd. It's odd that that's not like, I don't know. First of all, one of those two matches should be on SummerSlam. It's SummerSlam. Like, put one of those matches on SummerSlam.
You could do an 8-match card on that.
And especially because they're doing like a 6-hour pre-show. Like, you couldn't have it. Like,
6
I don't think it's actually 6 hours. I think it's like 3. But like a 3-hour pre-show, you can't squeeze a match in there.
You can't tell me you can't cut it to 2 hours and put one more match in there. Yeah, I'm not mad with the match card. I'm not mad about the match card. It's just like,
no, it's a great match card. Yeah,
you can make it even number. No,
I mean, if they're trying to build
too
SummerSlam.
Mad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't be too mad about the women's titles changing hands, because I do like Bianca and Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it'd be a little bit confusing. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, okay, cool, but why?
Yeah.
What you mean by
well,
yeah, right, exactly.
Wow.
So my daughter.
Why?
My daughter is 7, right? Addie is 7 years old. So like, as every 7-year-old WWE fan is, like, she only wants the baby faces to win all the time. So like, she's gonna be so heartbroken.
Yeah.
She's gonna be so heartbroken if Bianca and Jade don't win. So like, that's another perspective that I'm looking at it through, because like, I don't want to have to tell my daughter like, hey, sorry, they kind of suck. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, mid as fuck if you ask me. I'm sorry. This is called a life lesson here.
Yeah, sorry, they're just not.
Sometimes the good guy doesn't win. All right, I got to break it to you.
We're teaching life lessons here.
Life lessons in wrestling, dude. Listen, sometimes the good guys have to lose, and that's okay.
It's okay. Like, as long as they tried their best, they know that.
It's not like they don't know already they're going to lose, you know.
That's just like Bianca getting nailed by like a steel chair from like something, just lose. Ding! Like, oh, fuck.
Addie would be heartbroken. That's like, Bianca's like one of her favorites. Like,
Jade turns on her, like it's like Bianca gets rolled up 1, 2, 3, and Jade.
Oh no!
While you're in the crowd, oh my god!
You're gonna see Zach like yes, and then see
start crying. You're gonna be like, yeah. It's okay.
And then you gotta do that. Listen here, honey. This is real life. It's okay.
This is real life, dude.
This is real.
Figure out who your real friends are. Okay.
Yes. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody.
WWE and AEW give up life lessons. Don't trust everyone. Okay.
Yeah. Don't jump off the top of the cage, legs first. I've also learned that. That's a good life lesson. Do not do that if you want your leg in one piece.
Don't do that.
Don't go to your biggest pay-per-view of the year and tell the camera, cry me a river.
Cry me a river. CM Punk's a bitch, and then just that may not look too good in the future, buddy. But Jack Perry is actually, like, unrelated though. Jack Perry is fucking killing it right now.
He does a great job. I gotta watch All In. I have to watch All In next month. It's on my birthday.
That Blood and Guts match was crazy. Anyway.
Sorry.
Another conversation.
Yeah, that Blood and Guts match was amazing, by the way.
It was fucking nuts. I actually really enjoyed it.
All right, boys. We beat around the bush enough. Let's dive right into it. So, SummerSlam is this upcoming Saturday, as of this recording, August 3rd, in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out. And we're going to start with a match that has a hometown hero.
Real quick, before you start that, I just want to give an update on the records.
Oh,
yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
Go off. Yep.
So, just to remind the fans at home, third place You know,
God, here he goes.
he's the sexiest part of TMI, but he's slowly coming back.
Agreed.
You got Elijah with a record of 25-8, pretty respectable for multiple months of PLEs and everything. Next up, second place, you got Mr. Zach B with a record of 26-7. Yep, also very respectable.
And
If you get a losing record, if I get one win on you, it'll be tied.
Typical Dallas Stars fashion, always finishing second.
Almost there.
Classic Stars.
One day you guys will win, just not against the Avs anymore. And also we got continuing his reign, first place Dev.
Oh, thank you.
With a record of 28-5.
Oh, it's so beautiful here. Oh, so real quick.
Yeah, shut up. So it's actually a really close.
I have an update. I need an update about my sunglasses.
Oh no, what happened?
Yes.
But guess what? I found new ones. Oh, buddy. But no, I'm kidding.
Those are way too dark.
It's way too.
Those are the wedding glasses. Obviously.
Yeah, we
all
got
to see. If you are the audio listeners, please go to YouTube right now.
Yes,
it has the date of our wedding, and then the groves.
Those.
Also, mine is K+D.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then it's got the date on the other side.
I like it. K&D.
Listen, if you do a whole episode in those sunglasses, mad respect to you.
I might get a headache.
Those are the darkest sunglasses I've ever seen in my life. They were.
I'm gonna get a legit headache. I might have to take them off. Like I don't want to be first place Deven anymore.
I'll throw the pay-per-view. I'll throw my record. Just to make sure not to wear those.
I'll go to second just so I won't do it anymore.
All right, boys. Let's jump into it. So
let's do it.
As I alluded to, the first match we're going to talk about actually involves a hometown hero. I don't know if you heard me, Elijah, but
what you fucking do?
The United States Championship match between Logan Paul, the champion, versus LA Knight. And yeah, boys, I'm so excited for this match. I'm pumped. I don't necessarily believe this is going to be like the prettiest match of all time as far as technical wrestling goes. Like, I'm sure Logan Paul will have some sort of crazy spot, and he also alluded to bringing out a Cleveland, I forget the word that he used, but he said he's going to bring out like a Cleveland hero, like make sure you tune in, something.
If Buddy brings out Deshaun Watson, I'm turning off my TV. I'll let you know right now.
Push fours up.
No, fuck no. Absolutely not.
No, I will put the remote up.
Yeah, you'll see me. I'll click next on the channel. Trust me.
I personally, what I want to see happen is like Logan Paul is such a heel that like I want him to bring a Pittsburgh Steeler out, like a Ben Roethlisberger, or like an Antonio Brown, or even worse. Listen, hear me out on this one. Bring out Draymond Green. Like that would be an amazing heel heat. Like I can go all day.
Oh
you know how much Cleveland sports heartbreak I got in here? I can go all day.
He's
okay?
like,
Listen, I can go all day. So Logan Paul said definitely tune in. He's got some special surprises for the Cleveland audience. So like I would love.
Draymond Green would be crazy. That'd be fucking wild, bro. If he brings out any Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
oh my god,
that might actually flip my opinion.
Any Cincinnati Bengal player.
Yeah, brings out.
That would be disrespectful.
Brings out Joe Burrow.
Bengals are little brother. We don't care about the
Bengals. Little brother.
Damn.
Okay, let's get into this match.
Brings out Najee Harris. Hell yeah, bro.
Okay. Listen, what has he done? Anyway, we're not starting football conversation. Not Najee. Stop.
Kayla wants to have some words with you. That's all I'll say.
What, the 5th best running back in the division? Whatever.
Just anyone.
I'm scared. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this match. Stop the football talk. I will completely derail the show. Don't start. All right.
I already see the sweat on his brow.
Stop. We gotta keep going.
I'm telling you.
Someone make the predictions now before we get into a football.
Listen, Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Okay. As I said, I don't think this is going to be like the prettiest match of the night. This isn't going to be like some technical, Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. Like, this isn't going to be that. But Logan Paul is very entertaining. LA Knight is as over as you can possibly be. So, like, this match is going to be very hype. I'll start off with the predictions here. It's time. LA Knight, it is time. Nobody has enjoyed this Logan Paul run. Like, nobody. So he's had 2 title defenses, his whole championship reign, and he's had it since last October. So, like, it's time to take that belt off
almost a
of
whole
him.
year. That's insane.
I'm telling you, it's time to take that belt off of him. LA Knight is continuing to just soar to the top of popularity, and he's the most over superstar. Maybe next to, like, Jey Uso, but, like, it's time. Put that championship on LA Knight and let's ride it to the moon, dude. I'm so excited for LA Knight. Like, this is his moment. So that is my prediction here. I'll pass it off to Deven. Deven, are you on the same train of thought here?
Yeah, I know we're all big Logan Paul fans.
All of us. Yeah, all
all
three
of us. Yeah, all 3 of us.
Yeah,
I
all
get
three
it.
of us.
You see someone else here?
It's okay. We know. But by his desktop is the Logan Paul fathead. So
You see me jump out of a window. You just hear glass shatter.
Okay, but serious though, I think it's time as well.
Yes.
LA Knight's gonna win his first singles championship, the WWE LA Knight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great match, man. But yeah, it's October. That's insane, man. Like, I didn't really think about that.
Crown Jewel. You know who he took it off of?
Rey Mysterio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, almost killed him. No big deal. No, he saved him.
He did save him. Shout out to Logan Paul.
Yeah, LA Knight. Come on, man. We need that title around his waist. We need it.
Now, the answer that we've all been waiting for. We need somebody to pick Logan Paul on this cast. So, go ahead, Elijah. Give us your pick.
I'm about to crush your dreams, brother. Fuck no. I am choosing L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. My hate for Logan Paul is not his in-ring ability.
Yeah.
It's his fucking character besides that. And I'm not even talking about outside of wrestling. Even in wrestling, annoying as fuck. But I already talked about that a couple weeks ago. Go check out the last episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shut up.
You'll hear more. But I agree. Like, I just think it's time, especially with Logan only defending it twice. And, like, it'd be the right move because it's like, oh, you got the hometown boy losing.
Yep.
Interesting little story plot there. But at the end I just realized, it just clicked. He's going to bring out?
Oh, no.
He's bringing out Jake Paul. It literally just clicked. Because he's also from Cleveland. I just put 2 and 2 together. He's going to bring out Jake Paul.
That's going to suck.
Yeah,
That's going to be so underwhelming.
We're going to have to make I'm calling it right now. He's bringing out Jake Paul. Fast forward in a week, and you'll see a TikTok clip on it. Just Elijah predicting the future like usual. No, I'm playing.
Like usual.
I'm playing.
Like usual.
No, it's one of those where it's like they kept on teasing us with LA Knight, and it is about time that they finally give him a singles run and just get that train going. He's still very, very, very over, and that pop when he does win the championship will be just chef's kiss beautiful. So I got LA Knight.
It's going to be amazing. Biggest pop of the night, probably. Well, no, we'll get to it.
Yep.
All right. So that's a clean sweep, boys. We clean sweep.
Yeah. Fuck Logan Paul. Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that theory, but yeah, it's LA Knight's time. Let's go, LA Knight. Baby.
I'm fucking around, kind of.
All right,
I'm fucking around a little bit.
We will move on to the next match. It'll be the women's WWE Championship match for Bayley going in as the champion versus Nia Jax, who, if you remember, won the Queen of the Ring tournament to guarantee this opportunity at SummerSlam. I don't know about you guys. The build to this has not been fantastic. They had a sit-down interview that nearly put me to sleep, with all due respect. They've had a lot of screen time to work this out, and it just hasn't really clicked with me, which is tough to say because I personally thought that they had one of, if not the best storylines with Bayley going into WrestleMania. So like I know that Bayley can get emotion out of me and make me feel something when it comes to her stories. So I don't think it's a Nia Jax problem either. This feud for whatever reason just hasn't grabbed me. So like I'm not super excited about this match. But they're getting a lot of screen time, so they've had a lot of opportunity to build it up. And like I said, for me personally, it's just not landing. So I'll pass it off to Deven. Go ahead and elaborate on that if you have anything to add, and then also give us our prediction. Then we'll shift it over to Elijah.
Yeah, so I've been feeling the same way because if you look at the match card, all these other matches have been built up perfectly. But in this match, I just kind of like, oh, I forgot this whole match. There's nothing really like grasps me. Like, yes, I can't wait for this match. I can't it's so exciting. Nothing's really been hitting me. Like, I don't know if it's Bayley because now like she just went back being a babyface. And it's like I said, I don't know if it's Nia Jax. Who knows, honestly. I'm gonna have to go with Nia Jax with this match. It's just time. Like I just think the championship run with Bayley has been very and then I love Bayley. That's the worst part. I love her in ring. And it's that run that storyline with Io Sky for WrestleMania was awesome. Like,
yeah,
other than like the Rock, Roman, Cody and Seth storyline, that storyline was exciting to watch. And now I was like, and then the championship run's been all right. I think after that triple threat match, it just went, in my opinion. So
yeah,
Nia Jax, I think she finally gets. She's already won the championship. My bad. Sorry. But she gets that title. But how did I forget?
Yeah.
I can't believe I went from did not want her back to I want her to win the championship.
Yes.
I'm very impressed.
I'm glad you touched on that because Nia Jax, we've mentioned it on this podcast a number of times, but like Nia Jax in ring, her character work, her mic work especially, because when she first came back, her mic work was dreadful. It was
hard. It was hard to watch.
But yeah, Nia Jax.
Or what'd she say?
I will squash
you. Shout out. Yeah, I mean, Nia Jax has improved immensely ever since she came back, and especially ever since she left, like tenfold. So I don't think this is a Nia Jax problem, and I don't think it's a Bayley problem. Like I don't know what it is about this story.
Yeah.
It's just not hooking me. So Elijah, sorry, go ahead and give your prediction.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. Like, I want to care so much more for it, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong because I'm trying to like recall in my head, like, oh, where is it going wrong? Is it super boring? Are they not saying much? But it's like they're doing some pretty important things, like storyline wise. It's just not catching me on the hook for some reason, and I don't have an answer why. The most entertaining part about this feud for me is Tiffany Stratton because she's right next to Nia with the briefcase and everything. So I'm like, Tiffy time, entertaining as hell. But besides that, I'm like, because even like because the most memorable part in my head that I'm thinking right now is when Bayley broke the briefcase. Like that is the most like that. That's the part that sticks out for me. Is like Nia Jax wins Queen of the Ring. Awesome. That was actually a really cool moment. And then blank. Oh, she destroyed the briefcase, but that has nothing to do with Nia Jax.
Right.
So it's like, what the fuck? Granted, with all that being said, I feel like Bayley is going to retain, but my official pick's Bayley.
Okay.
I think they're gonna have a pretty solid contest. Bayley's gonna pull through and win. Tiffany's gonna cash in on her. That's just my guess. If they don't do it, that's completely fine. Like I could totally see her trying to, and then Nia getting in the way. So then they don't do the cash in, and then that goes to whatever. But I could see kind of like a story where they have like a good 15-minute match. They wear each other out. Bayley steals the win. They either beat her up afterwards, or like as soon as Bayley gets up to be like, "Yeah, I won," Tiffy comes and hits her with the briefcase, whoops her ass, and is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." Cash in, wins the championship, and then that gets Nia pissed off, and that can go into that feud. I can see that happening. It's not guaranteed, but I just have a gut feeling that Bayley would probably would continue to hold on to this. And it's nothing against Nia Jax because she's improved like tenfold ever since returning. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that Bayley will win, and then that will go into Tiffy eventually winning, whether if it's cashing in that night or whatever the situation may be with that.
No, I can definitely see that. And if you remember, Io Sky last year was a SummerSlam cash-in. So the women have yet to fail a cash-in, keep in mind. So, like, I would hate for it to be Tiffany, but because Tiffany is so young and because she just has, like, so much bright future ahead of her, maybe she's the first failed cash-in. I would absolutely hate that. Don't get me wrong. But, like, just keep in mind, like, the men have failed cash-ins a bunch of times. The women have yet to fail a cash-in. So that's always in the back of your mind.
Yeah. Plus, low-key, if she doesn't cash in at SummerSlam, I want to see the briefcase. I want to see what she has cooking up. Like, if it's one of those where she comes out, it's like, oh, look at this pretty, like, pink bedazzled. I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. Yeah, it has to be.
Or her,
like, either that or it's gonna look like a designer handbag. Both of them great for her character, but I can see her coming out with that, and then at the same time, it's like if she cashed in immediately, it's like, oh crap, like, you barely even saw her with it. So I could see how they would hold off on that, but at the same time, I could see her like coming out and then being like, oh well, perfect time, bam. And if the briefcase if she brings out the briefcase completely busted up, oh, she's cashing in that night for sure because she's not carrying that round much longer.
So to get us back on track to the Bayley versus Nia Jax side of this, because we got a little sidetracked there with the Tiffy time, I'm also going to go with Nia Jax. I believe that the Bayley championship run has been. It started off very, very good. It was hot, and that triple threat match at Backlash was so good. One of the women's matches of the year. And even her feud with Piper Niven, like she had a match against Chelsea Green. Like she's had great matches, good matches. But for whatever reason, it's like really fallen off for me. So I think it's time to crown Nia Jax. And I do think that there is like some sort of subplot going on with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. And I think that if Tiffany does cash in eventually on a Nia Jax, that would be a huge Tiffany Stratton babyface turn, which she's already, if you guys remember the Australia show, Elimination Chamber, how over she was.
Oh,
The crowd loves Tiffany Stratton. So it might be a little too early to turn her face necessarily, but like she is very, very over with the crowd. So that would be a good, easy way to transition her into a babyface role. So my official pick is Nia Jax, along with you, Deven. So
all right, we differ.
Sweet. Yeah, we differ. Our first.
Usually it's like the second to last match where we're like, oh yeah, like now we'll switch it up.
Yep.
All right. I promise you I didn't do this on purpose, but Elijah, you're going to be leading off this next match, and the next match is my arch nemesis, the Intercontinental Championship. And boys, we are running it back. It is Bron Breakker going in against the champion Sami Zayn. You know the story here if you watched our Money in the Bank predictions.
Predictions.
Yeah, literally, you can look at any predictions, and Zach hasn't gotten a single IC title right.
I have not guessed this title right. That's not what I was getting at, though. All right.
Oh, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, well, I understand. I haven't got this right at all. But if you watched our Money in the Bank predictions episode, the story of Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker pretty much has not changed whatsoever. The only real difference is Bron Breakker on this past episode of Raw had a backstage vignette where he was like, yeah, I didn't take Sami as seriously, but like now I am. So like, yeah, that loss was a fluke. Don't worry about it. Like I'm still that guy. I'm taking the title. So there's really not much to add. Bron Breakker's a menace. Sami Zayn is a fighting champion who should never be counted out.
Did you see that he literally got speared out of his shoes?
Yeah, literally. I did
he
see
literally,
that.
like, that's not even,
oh no,
that's not even just like a phrase. Like, he straight up, homie, had his fucking size 11s on, disconnected from his feet, bro. That was insane.
That was awesome.
Give me your belt. You're done. You're done.
Yeah, pack it up, buddy.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's nothing really to add, storyline wise, from their match at Money in the Bank to their match at SummerSlam. But Elijah, you are Mr. IC. So
Okay.
you seem to be getting this one right every time. So it just worked out this way, I promise you. But you're going to be giving us your prediction first.
Yeah, as Mr. Intercontinental, Mr. International, over here, Mr. IC. All except one of my predictions have been correct, so that's crazy.
And the one that you got wrong was Gunther. So we can't even blame you for that.
Yeah, so exactly. If you scratch that off, I'm perfect with it.
Yeah.
We all got that one wrong. Anyway, to continue on track, I think it's time. And I know Zach's gonna copy me because he doesn't want to lose anymore with this.
I'm done.
His damn title.
I think it's time. Give it to Bron Breakker. Sammy's had a good run, and especially the last episode where he actually was standing tall. I think that's going to be the definitive. See, I am a fighting champion, but I think he's going to lose, and he's finally going to have his run end, and Bron's going to hold that IC belt for a hot minute. I think it's just time. It's if there was any time, it would have to be right now. So, Bron Breakker is my official pick.
I know last the Money in the Bank review episode, go check it out, sub on YouTube. I had mentioned that I was going to make you lead off every Intercontinental Championship match from here on out, and I was just going to copy and paste exactly what you do. But if you had picked Sami Zayn here, I was going Bron Breakker either way. I don't know what it is.
Don't count him out. I finally have to count out Sami.
Yeah,
sadly.
Exactly.
It hurts my soul.
Listen, I love Sami Zayn. I love Sami Zayn so much, and I had mentioned at the Money in the Bank show that I want him in the World Championship picture so bad. Plus, there's been a lot of Jey Uso Sami Zayn interaction lately, so I think that they're kind of gearing up. They're gearing up that reunion to bring him back into the Bloodline war that we're going to have come the end of the year.
Bloodline Civil War.
Exactly. So I'm going Bron Breakker here as well. Like I said, literally copy and paste everything from Money in the Bank over to SummerSlam. And I even mentioned that the only reason they wouldn't pull the trigger at Money in the Bank is if they had plans for a bigger show like SummerSlam. So I would be a fool to not pick Bron Breakker here, seeing as how I predicted it a month in advance. So
I also want to throw in real quick. There was an episode of Raw where it was Sami versus Ilya, and Zach. I know I've said the story, but I have to bring it up. Zach texted the group and was like, "Guys, I have to lock in my pick now. I'm determined to get one of these right." I'm saying, Sami wins. I have to lock it in. And I replied to him, and I could provide screenshots and everything. I go, watch. Bron's going to come in and spear Ilya first, so Sami technically loses by DQ without losing a championship. And he goes, I would throw my phone if that happened. Don't think anything of it. Funny little interaction. I checked my phone a few hours later. Go on Instagram. Oh, hey, look, it's Raw. Look at my phone. First thing I see, Ilya getting fucking speared. Sami dove out the way, and the bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. I was like, oh my fucking God. There's no way.
I literally said, I said, and I quote, the streak dies tonight.
The streak
did not die that
The
night.
streak did not die. I'm 0-7.
Oh, man.
I'm 0-7 on IC title matches.
Even on televised matches, he's not getting him for some reason.
I can't do it.
I was like, Zach, just enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. No, I gotta add another one to my record.
Listen.
No, bro, watch Ilya get speared. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. I'd throw my phone if that happens. Ilya gets immediately fucking speared after having a good match.
I did throw my phone. I have a poster. I have a poster above my bed of just the Intercontinental Championship, and it's
a vision board.
I stare at it every night, and I can't. I lose sleep.
I will beat you.
Yeah,
I will defeat you. And I do.
Will not hold me back.
He's having dreams. No, Sami. No.
Yeah,
no.
you see SummerSlam Sami Haluva kick. 1, 2, 3. No! Why?
His wife goes, "What's wrong?" Oh, I had a nightmare about IC title again.
She starts rubbing my back. IC title got you up again, honey.
Yeah, it's the third time this week.
Start having night terrors over Sami getting the IC title.
He was seeing ghosts. He was seeing ghosts. He channeled his inner Sam Darnold, but he was seeing ghosts, and it's just the IC title.
Right.
He's at work and he's like, "Hey, I need that IC title. What? I need that signature, sir." Oh,
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He's driving by,
like...
just sees a billboard, IC title. What the? Looks at it again. It's just like a doctor billboard. Like,
Sami Zayn's driving the car next to me.
Yeah, he just looks over, just belt up. What the fuck? Looks again, right. Just a random family of five going in a minivan. That shit is...
All right. We gotta get back on track. Deven, get us out of this match.
Braun breaker.
Okay.
Braun breaker.
Clean
sweep. If I'm wrong again, I'll be so pissed. But I know it has to be Braun this time.
Yeah. And if it's not Bron, we blame Zach.
I'm blaming Zach all the way.
Me too.
I'm here for it. All right. We are moving on from that match. We are moving on. Okay. The next match that we're going to talk about is the World Heavyweight Championship between champion Damian Priest versus challenger Gunther. So, if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, my excitement level for this match, it was at like a 4. And that's strictly based off the fact that I know it's going to be a decent to good technical wrestling match because it involves Gunther. If you were to ask me tonight, my excitement level for this match, it is through the roof. I'm so pumped about this match. They have done the complete opposite of the Queen of the Ring. And for this King of the Ring build, the last 2 weeks, they have completely made the story. So Gunther he's in his villain arc, dude.
Yeah, I was he's such an asshole. I'm here for it.
Street trash.
Dude, he's calling everybody trash. He's like, Damian Priest, you grew up on the streets. You don't know what it's like to have a luxurious life and all this crazy.
Yeah, you don't know how to drive nice cars and
literally talking crazy stuff. And Damian Priest, I had mentioned a couple weeks ago that Damian Priest has his last few promos have been very heavily babyface type promos. So obviously there's a very, very deep interwoven. You good?
Yeah.
There's a deep interwoven story with the Judgment Day being told right now that we don't know the end goal of, obviously. So this babyface type of Damian Priest that we're getting right now, that's very interesting to me. This build, the last 2 weeks, like I said, has been fantastic. So they've got me all the way in on this match. I'm so excited to see this match.
Yeah, my favorite part of it was the promo that he did recently where he was like, I want to apologize. For nothing! I told you I meant everything I said! I'm like, oh my god! This is a fucking mess. He literally said, yeah, last week I might have been a little rough. They start booing him. You know what? Never mind. He's a bum, and all of you are bums. So I'm like,
yeah. It was,
I love
that's fucking wild, bro.
Gunther's improvement on the mic also needs to be studied.
He's straight up a villain. He's not even he's a heel, brother. No, he's a villain.
No, he's just villain.
Crazy. That's a Bond villain come to life, and I'm rooting for him at the same time. What the fuck is this?
All right, so I'm going to be leading off this match. My official prediction. This is actually really, really tough for me because I was Gunther all the way, no questions asked, and they've done such a good job of building Damian Priest up that it hurts me to say this. I'm still going Gunther. I think that it's time to pull the trigger on Gunther. I'm very excited to see him as world champion. And don't forget, our next PLE is Bash in Berlin. So him going in as champion there, I feel like
it would make sense.
It would make sense. So I'm still going to go Gunther. I just want to point out that I have loved what Damian Priest has done the last 2 weeks specifically. But this championship reign from Damian Priest has far exceeded my expectations. So shout out to Damian Priest, but I do think his reign comes to an end this Saturday. So, Deven, Go ahead and give us your prediction.
So there was a noise in the background because I was trying to show this.
Oh yeah,
It's just you know Gunther and Ludwig, like they don't know, man. They don't know. And
Hit
guess
him
what?
hit him with the. If you're broke, just say that.
Just say.
literally.
And
It's
that's
fucking
why.
crazy.
And next to his into his passenger seat would be that World Heavyweight Championship because Gunther is him, bro. I love Gunther. I love what he's doing.
Put that shit in a BMW. It'll be great.
Dude. Well, you know it's weird though because Damian Priest is a heel, but they're making him a baby face.
Yeah.
So something's coming.
Without the full turn.
Yeah, something's coming. I don't know
Like I said,
when it's gonna happen, honestly. But I love it though. That's the weird part.
yeah. Like I said, there's obviously a very deep, very layered story going on within Judgment Day. So like, it
And they're doing a
makes
great job with
sense. Oh, so good. It makes sense that they're, doing these babyface like tendencies with Damian Priest. Something big is coming from the Judgment Day very, very soon.
That's what she
I'm
said.
so excited to see that. Easy, Liv. Calm down over
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Before we move on to Elijah, your official pick is Gunther?
Yeah. I thought y'all were talking to. Wait. I thought I had said Gunther. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
clarified.
That's why I was like, wait, you talking to me? Like I already said Gunther.
Yeah, he literally said before we move on to Elijah.
Oh,
she picks Gunther. And
my
you're
bad.
Like,
I was over here
wait.
like, wait, is he talking to Elijah still? Because I already gave my answer. That's why I was so confused.
Listen, you take a week off. This is what happens to you. You're a
Mexico's
wreck.
still on
I'm
his
still in
mind.
that. Devin's still in
Yeah.
Mexico. This is.
right.
Yeah, this
Come
can't
on.
keep Dev.
All right, we are now moving on to Elijah.
Yes.
Elijah,
you.
go ahead and give us your pick, buddy.
Since we don't get a lot of exuberant vacations like Devin or Gunther.
Literally, low class over here.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently I'm low class trash, bro.
Oh my god.
That sucks. That's tough.
We get it, dude. You travel.
Yeah.
Oh, one time. Oh my
Let me
god.
show up in my BMW. Are you going for the world title next? God.
I kind of want to now.
I'd love to. Thanks.
Yeah, actually, can you set that up? No. My official pick. I did go back and forth because this is another one where I'm like, it could go either way. Like I wouldn't be mad with either person, but I'm gonna have to go Gunther as well. I think
Clean
it could
sweep?
be, clean sweep. I think it could be very, very interesting to see, like the start of the breakup of Judgment Day, because if the Judgment Day breaks up, it's kind of like goes into other stuff that I'll talk about later. But I feel like just Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion, and then him also having the like Bash of Berlin coming up, and like just we saw what he could do with the IC title, and him with the World title, like especially like if he starts like whooping a whole bunch of other contenders' asses on top of that, that's just going to be crazy. So I'm locking it in. I'm going Gunther as well.
I had mentioned earlier about how I want to see Sami Zayn in the world title picture. Run back that whole feud. Just let Gunther and Sami Zayn battle it out again, because those two can fight forever, and I would be elated. So
asshole Gunther is just going to come out of nowhere and be like, Canadians are mid, and it's like, whoa, Gunther, you can't say that, brother.
Out of nowhere. Canada sucks.
Yeah, he just goes, what's there to do in fucking Canada anyway? Oh, Gunther, you can't say that, buddy. What are you doing? He hops in his BMW and drives off. Like, whoa, this fucking guy.
This guy.
All right. We are going to move on to the next match here. Sorry for that awkward pause. Okay. So we've been saying it for weeks. The match that we're going to talk about is probably the hottest story in all of WWE. The hottest rivalry in professional wrestling this year. Player hater of the year, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk.
Also a nominee, a player hater of the year.
Also a nominee.
Oh,
correct.
yeah.
The special caveat to this match, we will have a special guest referee. That special guest referee will be none other than Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
freaking Rollins.
You're wrong. You gotta get some spit in that lip, boy.
No, so we finally get to see these two in the ring.
Yes.
This past episode of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins came out, gave his like special referee instructions. Basically, was like, "Hey, referee's discretion on everything." Like,
And a referee blouse too. That was crazy.
dude, Seth is the greatest.
It's diabolical.
In
In the best way possible.
I'm not mad at all about
in the
it.
best way possible.
The zebra print cowboy boots too. What a nice touch.
I mean, we'd be
Do
surprised though.
you think he's coming
Like,
out with that officially, or do you think he's gonna alter it a little bit?
Oh no, he's gonna have something way more over the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
It's gotta be a referee jacket coming out. Whoa.
Yeah. He was like,
he has something ready for us. He did a little tease, honestly.
and CM
Yeah, I
Punk,
was like, that's the pregame drip.
Yeah.
CM Punk had, for whatever reason, this one line from CM Punk's promo this past Monday sticks in my head. He's like, they sing his song, they chant my name. Drew, it seems like you're the third wheel here. And like CM Punk on the mic is just so good. Like,
Damn.
I mean,
so good.
also to also piggyback off that real quick, Drew actually did clap back because it was like, yeah, I have this stuff. What do you have? And it holds up the bracelet. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
no.
Yo.
Checkmate.
All three guys in that segment did amazing. And the fact that it opened the show was a little weird. The crowd was not really in it. But whatever. So this match, the fact that these two have yet to have a match, and it is at this boiling point that it is, the fact that these two they have such hate towards each other, and they've each cost each other different things. Drew McIntyre injured CM Punk in the Royal Rumble, took what, 7 months off of him. So like
Something like that.
CM Punk came back and he cost him the world championship in front of his hometown. He cost him the championship on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, the Fatal 4-Way for the number one contender spot. Like,
Yeah, cost him a championship at WrestleMania.
Yep. Dude.
Jesus. Wasn't even medically cleared and still was like, nah, you're
Yeah. So,
He prayed
fact-
for this.
and it
Gosh, that's so terrible.
dude, that's what that I forgot that's part of this feud. I prayed for this, and it had like Drew McIntyre, man, what a savage.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that they have not had a match yet, and it's at the point that it is, just tells you everything you need to know, because these two do not like each other, and the fact that Seth Rollins is getting thrown into here just sets up like another set of matches, because we've seen Seth versus Drew plenty of times. It took over the beginning of the year, like the end of 2023 into the beginning of 2024. They fought like 4 or 5 different times. So this match is going to be so good. And honestly, I have no idea where I'm going with this match, so I'm glad that I have to go last on this one. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pass it over to first place Dev.
First place Steph.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking with this match? Because honestly, this could go so many different
Oh
directions.
yeah, so many scenarios in my head, and I picked this one because I think it makes sense. I believe that we're going to get the biggest false finish of all time, but not by like pin, but it's going to be like CM Punk hits the GTS, and then he thinks he's going for the pin. Seth Rollins stops him. Pulls through on top of CM Punk. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
We got a heel
man.
turn. Because here's the thing, dude. We're gonna get a Punk versus Rollins. We're going to think about that. Like,
yeah.
someone's gotta be a heel. Can't be Punk. Punk's way too over to be a heel right now. Rollins has the ability to be the heel in this rivalry right now. So now, like, it could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but at the same time, I just don't also see Drew losing. I think they need Drew to kind of get the ball rolling in, because they've been getting him L after L after L after L pretty much lately. So I think they like him getting that win over CM Punk's going to help him. But CM Punk's already so over that he can take this that loss, but him and Seth can build this storyline. Probably to, I mean, they could have it like at like Survivor Series, maybe Royal Rumble.
And that's the thing too with CM Punk taking the L in your scenario. Like, this isn't the only time that these two are going to fight. Like, this is going to be a trilogy. This is going to be we're eventually going to get the triple threat match. Like, these
Which we
three are
need
intertwined.
a triple threat. I was kind of hoping they did that. Well, no, never mind.
I was lucky.
kind
I
of
was lucky
ended.
hoping for a triple threat for a hot minute now. So hopefully
Yeah.
that leads into that.
It will eventually happen.
Yeah, these three are going to be intertwined for the rest of the year for sure. So CM Punk taking the L here, yeah, doesn't hurt him at all. Elijah, go ahead.
You know, I was definitely kind of going back and forth because this is another one where I'm like, oh, fuck. They both have an argument to win. And the Seth Rollins special guest referee spot is also insane because he did say there's only one rule and they have to follow his direction.
Yeah.
And I can totally see a point where it is one of them pisses him off to the point where he's like, all right, fuck it. The other guy's winning now.
Yeah.
And Devin's answer does make sense because I was kind of like leaning towards Drew just for the fact of like Punk has screwed him over so many times and like Drew's gotten his revenge, but in a match, Drew has not gotten his revenge at all. Like he hasn't cost Punk anything. He's whooped his ass in front of his home crowd and stuff, but besides that,
forgot to bring that up. That was such an important
part stole the necklace or the bracelet and everything.
Yeah.
I definitely think that I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre as well. I think it is going to be like, oh, this time, like, CM Punk will get screwed. I like the stomp idea. I'm really hoping that it's the thing. Like,
dude,
like CM Punk like gets him so pissed off, like, because Drew will just be like, whatever. I'm trying to fuck up Punk. I don't got beef with you. I'm trying to kill Punk, and then Punk technically has beef with both of them because Drew and Seth kind of already resolved their feud. Because even like when Drew beat him clean, Seth was literally like, you know, he had the tears in his eyes and was like, yeah, you deserve this. And like you pretty much carry the torch next. Like he was low key like, okay, if anyone's going to beat me, it's him. So I feel like with that in mind, he's not going to try to screw Drew. He'll fuck with Drew. Don't get me wrong. Because Drew will probably be a dick. And he's like, no. Like, I'm the fucking ref. Look at the shirt. Like,
dude, they got to run back the John Cena special guest where he literally like he pushes the two competitors and he just like holds up his shirt.
Hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll ring that bell real quick.
Yeah, I'll call this whole fucking match off right now, buddy. You think I don't give a fuck? But no, I can totally see like, you know, Drew will get angry at Seth, but I feel like CM Punk will be like, oh, yeah, no, fuck you, Seth Rollins. Like they already had their beef and and then like either he accidentally punches Seth or something goes crazy. Like he accidentally fucking he does something to Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins goes, okay, fuck you, CM Punk. I'm gonna make you lose 1, 2, 3. Drew's the winner. Plus, Drew just needs to get his win back anyway. So
yeah, I'm right with you guys. I'm bummed that this is a clean sweep, and obviously, like I'm going Drew McIntyre. This is like I said, this is going to continue for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2024 at least. So this isn't the only match that these two will have, I'm sure. But the first match, I do see Drew McIntyre taking the win here, costing CM Punk something that he cares about. Let's play with a scenario where CM Punk does win, though. My official pick is Drew McIntyre. How do you see? Is it going to be a clean victory? Like, because I feel like CM Punk is obviously with Seth Rollins the referee. It's not going to be completely clean, but CM Punk has yet to, like you said, Elijah, has yet to get his comeuppance here. So like he's cost Drew all of these things, and he's cost him all of these opportunities. So like that's really the only reason why I don't see CM Punk winning here. But like if he does, where does Drew go? Like, where does he go from here? He can't recover.
It would be kind of crazy, and I brought this theory up like a hot minute ago, but what if he pops up in TNA again for like a one-off or like tries to challenge Nick Nemeth for the world title? Shout out. Like, that would be insane as well. I don't, like, that wouldn't be where I personally would put him. It would just be more of a, oh, that'd be super cool to see. Drew Galloway makes his return.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would either go into it would. I think regardless of who wins, it's gonna turn back around into a triple threat, because if CM Punk wins, then Drew will be like, well, the only reason you won is because of Seth Rollins, and Seth is a bitch, and then he'll start fucking with Seth Rollins in some of his matches and something. Like, it'll turn into be like, oh, you cost me your match, now I'm going to cost you your match, and you fuck both of you, and then it'll go into something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm bummed that this is a clean sweep though, because this has been the greatest storyline, greatest feud of the year.
Yeah.
So,
and it's going to be sad to see CM Punk lose his first WWE singles match.
You know
What are you
what?
talking about? That was his third.
Oh, if you're listening to dibbity dipshit Dave Meltzer, then yeah, you're gonna. It's his. I don't know why they said that. It's actually his third, brother.
My head hurt when I saw that.
WWE? That just proved my point. Where I'm like, I feel like he doesn't even look at the matches. He just sees stuff. Like, he does the same thing where it's like he sees something online and goes like, well, why are they doing that? If it was in the Tokyo Dome, it'd be a different story.
He said,
hey, shut the fuck up, Dave! Jesus Christ! Sometimes you just gotta learn to shut your fucking mouth. God!
Shut up, Dave.
Shut up, David. Fucking David Meltzer.
Hold on. For context, for those of you that don't know, Dave Meltzer tweeted out this past episode of Monday Night Raw. He said, did Cole really say this would be Punk's first singles match in WWE in 10.5 years? It's his third since he returned. Okay. Dave Meltzer is correct. This is CM Punk's third match since he returned. 1 was the Royal Rumble. 2 was a house show. And this will be his third match. So, like, house shows are not canon to the world of WWE. Like, they don't.
I didn't know we count house shows. Like,
yeah, I'm like, I feel like the only time they've talked about canon house shows is when the newest signee, Stephanie
Vaquer.
Yeah. That's the only time where I've seen them go like, look at this house show, like, bam. Besides that, no, it's not canon.
Whatever. Dave, good old Davey boy. Meltzer.
Yeah, fucking
Shout
David
out.
Meltzer, professional yapper.
All right, so we got a clean sweep on that match, which is actually pretty surprising to me. Okay, we have 2
but
matches.
Just looks at Instagram and thinks he's a professional. It's crazy. Shout out to the Tokyo Dome, brother. I'd give that 7 stars.
Yo.
But since it was WWE, 3.5.
All right. Listen, we got 2 more. We got 2 more matches to get through.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. We are going to dive into the Women's World Championship match. It is champion Liv Morgan going in against Rhea Ripley. So, if you have been not paying attention, this is, outside of CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, this is the hottest feud in the WWE. So, we've got Liv Morgan. Let's go way back. Rhea Ripley injured Liv Morgan, took 3 months away from her. Liv Morgan returned to the Royal Rumble. She came in second in the Royal Rumble. And I believe it was after WrestleMania. Liv Morgan then injures Rhea Ripley in the exact same way, the same body part, I guess, not the same way, the same body part. Takes 3 months away from Rhea Ripley. In that time that Rhea Ripley was gone, Becky Lynch had won the championship. Liv Morgan then defeated Becky Lynch to win said championship. And
Thanks to Dom on accident.
Thanks to Dom on accident. In this time, Liv Morgan is infiltrating her way into Judgment Day. She is going into the Judgment Day clubhouse. She bought the boys a PS5. She bought Dom all the chicken nuggies that he could possibly want. There's been these
get Finn and JD.
Finn and JD won the tag titles because of Liv. There's been all of these little seeds planted of like, hey, Liv Morgan's not that bad. She kind of look at all the things that she did for us.
Yeah, wifey material, right, Dev?
Anyway.
No comment. No comment.
Anyway, so Rhea Ripley
your opinion, that's all.
Rhea Ripley eventually returns, and she confronts Liv Morgan, challenges her to a match at SummerSlam, and this whole storyline has been fantastic. So the build up has been great. Outside of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, this has been the best story in WWE, and I could argue that it's been the best. So, with all that being said, we've got Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam for the Women's World Championship. Women's Yes,
Yeah,
Women's
yeah,
World
yep.
Championship. Why did I stumble over that? Sorry.
English
Okay.
is hard. I understand.
English is hard. It's tough. Deven. No. Elijah. Elijah, you lead this one off. I apologize.
Oh.
Yeah, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Who you got?
I think it's gonna be Liv Morgan because Dom is either going to accidentally or intentionally cost Rhea the match.
Oh, I can see intentionally.
I can see intentionally. I can see accidentally.
Dom's so stupid.
Yeah, I can see like accidentally because then it's like fuck. I was trying to make you win it, and then that helps break it up more. Or you get the like Dom's already a heel, but the mega heel now, and he chooses Liv and being like, she treated me so good while you were away, and you never did this stuff for me, like being a fucking baby, and living out Devin's dreams. And I feel like that would be amazing just to see that breakup happen, and it finally like it builds that storyline more and more, and and I don't know, I could see that happening where Dom will, regardless of if it was accidental and they continue the storyline and that direction of him like being like, oh please, and does like more of like the Eddie Guerrero China stuff that happened where it's like he gets her flowers, some more flowers, and it's like baby please, and like doing all this stuff like my mamacita and like all this crazy stuff, like talking about his real dad, and like that would be a super cool, interesting way to do it. But I can also see the intentional part where he does cost him, and then goes like, "Liv's treated me so good, and we've been losing while you're here, but now that she came, we all of a sudden are getting these wins, and she actually tags with me, and all this stuff to be like, nah, I choose Liv Morgan now instead." Which he'd be an idiot, but that's besides the point.
It's your personal opinion. No, so I'm right along the same lines of thinking as you. I do think Liv retains here, and this is another feud that I can see carrying through multiple PLEs. So I don't think it's right to throw the title right back on Rhea Ripley this early. Did you guys happen to see on this past episode of Monday Night Raw? They each, Liv and Rhea, both had backstage vignettes, and Liv Morgan is a certified psycho. She's crazy.
She's
Liv
fucking lost it.
Crazy Liv is back. She was burning Dom's merch, burning pictures of him with his eyes crossed out, and she cut this promo in front of a production truck that had a massive picture of Dominic's face on it. So like, Crazy Liv is back, and she is not to be messed with. I am going to go Liv Morgan here. I do think that we're going to see a side of her that we're not used to seeing. I think that she's going to have to tap into something deep. And similar to what I said about Tiffany Stratton earlier in this episode, the crowd is so hot on Rhea Ripley. She's so over. So like, I like your idea of Dominic intentionally or unintentionally costing Rhea, because that would be a pseudo babyface turn, even though, like I said, she's incredibly over with everybody. So I could see that playing out, and this Judgment Day fracture continues to happen. So I do think Liv retains here, and we get a replay of this match at a future date. Deven, where you at on this one?
First off, when I saw that Dom was like telling Liv to pretty much fuck off, at first I was wondering like, you idiot, you dummy, what are you doing? And then it clicked in my head a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, this might be smart, because maybe that's just to get Rhea like, oh yeah, I see he's on my side, like she's all focused on that. And then for like, so on the last Monday Night Raw episode, somehow the clubhouse got messed up. Who was the last person that was supposed to lock it? Dom.
You big dummy.
Dom.
Yeah. He's either a big dummy or the smartest man alive. I don't know which one.
So you better pick one, buddy.
I don't know which one yet.
I'd rather be smart, because you brought to lock the damn door. Like,
forgot to lock the door, and she ran into all the stuff. Or he planned it and was like, "Hey, the door's unlocked. Go crazy in there," and all that stupid.
Hey, Like they're
I'll play
playing, they're
dumb.
acting.
I'm really
right
good
now.
at it.
And dude, honestly, both Liv and Rhea's vignettes were awesome,
So
amazing. I gotta go Liv here. I think.
good. Yeah.
I think Dom. So like, and intentionally, Liv's pretty good, but I think it's planned. I think he's gonna act like, oh, oops, I put the chair. I was put this for you, mommy. Psych! It was for Liv the whole time. Screw you. I'm going with Liv now
Yeah.
because Rhea's a babyface. Technically, that's what the WWE said, that she's a babyface. Doesn't make sense that Dom will be with a babyface when he's a heel. He needs to be with the heel, Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense. And it's like you said, Zach, I think it'd be too quick just to give Rhea the belt back. It's going to take some time, but she will eventually get that belt, but not at SummerSlam. Gotta go with my girl Liv.
Bro, imagine. Sorry, this just came up in my head. Imagine if Liv wins and goes to the top of the ramp. Dom's looking pissed at her, but instead grabs her in, starts kissing her, and I'm like, bro, my jaw would drop. I'd be like, no, no fucking way. No fucking way.
Run it back
my
with Monday
gosh.
Night Raw, except it's him kissing her this time.
Yeah, except he's the one that initiates it, because you think he's
Crazy.
scowling at her like, oh, you motherfucker, you beat mommy, like da da da. But instead he's the one that just grabs her and is like, you're like, what the fuck? And then starts making out with her. You're like, oh my god, oh, and then next night at Raw, nah, Daddy Dom's on top now, baby. It's like, oh, this fucking
I'm
douchebag.
a real man now.
Yeah, I want to be on top. What the fuck? This freaky ass promo, but that would be crazy. At the same time, Loki, kind of see that. It'd be fucking wild. That promo would go crazy if he
I'm on
turned
top.
mega heel.
We're
Dom's on top
approaching-
now. That would be fucking insane.
We're approaching Edge and Lita levels of uncomfortability if we were to do that.
I swear to God, if we see that on Monday night, I'm done.
We better not ever.
Like, no, when did VKM come back?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. And you're like, oh fuck, no, not again, not
Such
again,
good shit.
please. That's
This is a good TV right here. Triple H is like, hey, sorry, I went to the back.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
All right.
Dude, okay.
That would be,
Last-
sorry, that'd be
You're good.
insane. That's
Lock in.
Let's get in the last match, boys. We're
We
almost
got
there.
one more match. Okay, so I would assume this would main event. If what the entire internet wrestling community thinks is going to happen, this is going to main event. The WWE Championship match. We got Cody Rhodes going in as champion versus your new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. Anybody going to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as their tribal chief?
And
on
Jacob
this
Fatu
episode?
is the tribal chief. Oh, I'd definitely be putting my finger up.
oh yeah, Jacob Fatu. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, dude.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out where we stand. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do the Batista where I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
know
to
my
figure out
real
where we
tribal
stand.
chief. Yep.
All right. So I will say right off the bat that this build has been okay. Solo Sikoa has genuinely, and I'm not saying this as a meme or a joke. Like Solo has genuinely impressed me. I'm very pleased with Solo Sikoa's character work, his promo work. He's been awesome, and I'm excited to see where this goes because he has improved immensely in every aspect. So, right off rip, this is the first match that I can realistically see Cody Rhodes losing. I see the path, I see the scenario, and I see the outcome, and the follow-up is where it all goes if Cody Rhodes were to lose. With that being said, my official pick is Cody Rhodes. I do think Cody Rhodes retains the title here. And my reasoning for that is that I still just believe that WWE has pigeonholed themselves into an eventual Rock feud. It sucks that that's my reasoning for every single Cody Rhodes match, but I do think that there is a scenario where Solo Sikoa does come out on top here. I could see it happening, and it would not absolutely shock me. I wouldn't love it, but it would not shock me if Solo Sikoa were to walk out of SummerSlam as the champion. My official pick is Cody Rhodes, though. So I'll go ahead and pass it over to Deven. Let me know, are you along the same lines of thinking there, or are you actually going to go with Solo here?
No, I'm going Cody.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't see Solo winning at all. I'll be so mad. I will like. I will literally sit on my TV, stare at my TV. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this back-to-back years now? With the main events pissing me off. Like, with
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso pulling his
dude.
brother. Dude, that pissed me off. I was like, I knew it. But I don't.
That still gets me so mad whenever anybody
Like,
talks about
why?
that. Like
Why?
that main event made no sense.
No.
Anyway,
Sorry, but yeah, I think Cody's gonna win.
it's Tribal Combat, Oos.
Yeah. Just you and me, and Solo,
And Solo.
and Jimmy.
It's
We
Tribal
did.
Combat,
Did we
Oos.
not say that in the contract? Did no one hear that? No, no one heard that.
This is an honorable
1-on-1,
match.
except it's not. The
Yeah.
first 1-on-1, 3-on-1
Oh god,
Yeah, it was definitely-
that
yeah,
main
it
event
was-
sucked. That main event sucked.
It was
Don't bring
very
it up.
disappointing because it had so much hype into it.
Yeah,
Like it was good, like for the most part, but then like something like I think when Solo came in, I was like, oh my gosh, something's. I knew right there something's happening.
obviously.
Yeah,
it was
but I'm
so
sorry.
dumb. Anyway,
I think Cody's gonna win, but then I feel like something's happening because they're
Yeah, of
saying
course.
Roman. They're saying
of
Roman's
course.
coming back.
we'll
But
get
it's
to
like,
it.
is he?
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
We'll get to it.
we'll get to it after this. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think Cody's gonna win. It would be stupid if
Okay.
Solo won. That's my opinion.
All right, Elijah, clean sweep, I would assume. What's up?
I don't know. We'll see. No, it's clean sweep.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, this one's also a clean sweep. I think it again. You can't have Cody win the story and then fucking lose it this early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, granted, there is a story where you could be like, "Oh, Solo wins the championship," and then other things happen that we could talk about in a second. But I think it's definitely going to be just Cody retains, and there probably will be some interference on certain sides and all this fun stuff. But I would have to pick Cody regardless, though, just to keep that story going and then go into more feuds because there's so many more like money things that he can do with this championship.
Absolutely. So
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is our official pick. All three of us are rolling with the American Nightmare on that one. I obviously want to bring this up. This is not our original thought. Clearly, the entire internet wrestling community sees this scenario playing out, where at the end of the match or in the middle of the match, at some point during Saturday Night SummerSlam, we are going to get a Roman Reigns return. But I would like to bring up a different scenario. I saw online that The Rock has finished filming his movie that he's currently working on. What if we do not get a Roman Reigns return, but instead a Rock return?
Oh, God damn it!
No,
No,
wait. What if we get both?
That would be even more
Because
insane.
that'd be insane. Because like, what if The Rock comes out and it's like, oh damn, and then he picks up Solo, then he acknowledges him, and then we just hear the. Oh, bro. Oh, with Paul Heyman on his side.
Oh, wait, Paul Heyman back!
Yo.
Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso. We got OG Bloodline back.
I feel like that story has to kind of build back up. Like
Yeah.
I know I don't want to go too far.
Yeah. I mean,
but-
if stuff happens if the crazy thing you brought up of if on Friday Night SmackDown with that tag title picture, Bloodline has it locked in, and all of a sudden, best super kick in the hoodie. Who could that be?
Who
Honestly,
is
I
that?
That one I'd
Jim?
still be super hype with, though. I don't care
Oh,
about
dude,
the
like,
super kick in the
yes.
hoodie.
Oh no,
Like,
you gotta go slow.
That
with
would
it.
be kind of crazy. You'd be like, nah, you cost me months, Oos. Now I gotta get my get back. You're like, oh fuck yeah, get it.
No, I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but I did see it from a different couple accounts saying that The Rock has finished filming the movie that he's working on, whatever that movie may
I
be.
saw the
But
same thing.
you can't believe everything you read on the internet. But
Oh, no.
for fun and games, we're going to talk about it. So,
Crazy if true.
Crazy if true. So if The Rock returns and he is revealed to be this puppet master behind Solo Sikoa and he's actually pulling the strings and he's calling the shots and whatnot, like, that's what we kind of called from the beginning if you remember, like if you go way back to when Solo Sikoa started, bossing Paul Heyman around, we called that from the beginning. I'm not going to sit here and say we were the first ones to call it, but like we definitely talked about it. What if Roman just doesn't come back at SummerSlam, and instead it's like the following Friday night SmackDown, and like that? I feel like that personally, for me, in my opinion, that would take this entire storyline way down a peg, because I feel like Roman has to return at this big of a stage.
It's time. You're at one of the top 4 biggest PLEs. This is the first biggest PLE, technically. If you think about the year round, this is the first biggest PLE of the year.
Yeah, big 4 things are where crazy shit happens. Like,
yeah.
No, so I could definitely see that scenario playing out. And like I said, I just wanted to gauge the room, see how we felt about a Rock return at SummerSlam.
I could honestly, that'd be kind of crazy. Rock comes out, and you think he's gonna help Cody. Oh, hold on, sorry. Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, it's more not the real tribal chief.
Yeah. I can see the Rock coming out and then being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with Solo." Like, you think the Rock's gonna come out because like some bullshit is like, "Oh, he's getting ready to get beat up by like the new Bloodline 2.0 or something like that." Not ref gets knocked out, whatever. And then you're like, "Oh my god, the Rock's coming out," and you're like, "Is he gonna like be fair to Cody?" And then heel Rock, bam, hits him with the rock bottom or something like that, goes to Solo, acknowledge all this stuff, and you think it's like, fuck, he's going to cost him the title. Roman's music hits right before he goes for the pin.
Yeah.
To be
man.
Can y'all
that
believe
would be insane.
They were trying to give us, they were going to at first have Cody versus Seth at WrestleMania, and of course Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. They were going to try and unify the titles at SummerSlam. That was the rumors, but like, if that was true, we'd be talking about a whole another situation. We'd be like, "Oh my gosh, we're doing it again." Unify the titles and go, "Oh, who's winning?" Cody, because he finished the story.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Before we close out the show, we do this with every PLE. Real quick around the room, what do we think is going to be match of the night? I led off the last match, so Deven, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Oh. I'm trying to think of all the matches real quick.
Pass.
If story wise, if it works perfectly, and also if he's back to 100% healthy for sure, CM Punk versus Drew, with its like in ring and storytelling, because like you said, it's the best story in professional wrestling. Probably, who knows? I could be wrong. But like right now, it's so hot right now, and you got 3 men who pretty much just hate each other. If they do it right, it can be the match of the night.
Elijah, go ahead.
I was gonna piggyback off that one, but to change it up a little bit, I'm gonna say Damian Priest versus Gunther, because Damian Priest, like besides like the one crazy ass botch that he has a match, which are most of the time not his fault. It's
Put
just
that
super...
on your bingo card. One
Oh,
Damian
yeah.
Priest botch that's not his fault.
Yeah, that's not his fault. A fucking ring ropes, this or that. A fucking belt buckle's gonna fucking pop out of nowhere, or a turnbuckle is gonna pop off. It's gonna be, gee, what the fuck, man? It's not his fault.
Come on.
He's put up banger matches, honestly. So
Yeah, besides that, he's actually put on super entertaining matches. But him versus Gunther, just the styles meshing with one another it's going to be a banger for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it has match of the night potential. But
Yeah,
you also can't discount that Drew CM Punk match either, if CM Punk is 100% healthy.
Yep.
I could definitely see both of those matches. I could see being just the best match of the night. From a in-ring wrestling standpoint, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker, simply because those two together, they're going to have a good match. And if you remember, we were all relatively underwhelmed with their Money in the Bank match. So I feel like they both know that the IWC didn't love that match. So they're going to come out and they're going to show up and they're going to correct what they did at Money in the Bank, which, by the way, I'm not saying that was a bad match. That was a very, like, it was good. It was a good match, but they know that the fans weren't necessarily pleased with that match. So I think that they're going to come out and put on an absolute banger.
Yes, sir. I like that. That's going to be a good match as well.
Yeah, and the whole card honestly is really really good, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
SummerSlam SummerSlam is going to be a really good show, and it better be because last year's SummerSlam was not
It was all right.
good.
I feel like last year could have been better, but hopefully this one's better. Watch Bayley and Nia Jax have the best match of the night. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
just
Like,
so crazy. I'd love that, honestly.
oh, I wouldn't be mad at all. I'll just be like,
Yeah.
of course.
I could see it because Bayley, as of right now, in my opinion, Bayley has the best. Bayley and Io Sky is the best women's match of the year, in my opinion. So I could definitely see it. So, I don't know, boys. I'm excited for SummerSlam. SummerSlam's going to be a lot of fun, and Cleveland, you got to show up, dude. These PLE crowds have been immaculate, and I'm going to take it to heart if they're not good. It's my hometown. Okay, I love Cleveland so much, so they better.
Technically, Akron's your hometown. But...
Well, yeah, okay, whatever.
Oh yeah,
The 40-minute drive, whatever, dude. We get it. No, they better show up though. It's gonna be a really really good crowd. And if you see me at Smackdown, come up, say hello, like whatever.
You're gonna be the guy
here.
with a big TMI poster.
Yeah, I'll have a massive TMI poster. It'll
subscribe to the pod.
Yeah, sub to the pod. I'll be probably on the roof or where my tickets are.
On the roof. Can't miss it.
Yeah, tickets are expensive out here. Things are
just a whole bunch of flyers and just.
Yeah, exactly. Catch
I got a paper cut. We gotta go. We gotta get
catch one of the business cards I definitely plan on throwing from the rafters, like Sting. It's Sting.
It's Sting.
It's Sting. Watch it.
It's
You throw it right in the middle of the match.
It's
TMI. Someone just grabs it like. Like, what the fuck is it?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
They're gonna sub on YouTube because this show is
they're
great.
gonna get their phones out of their pockets.
All right. With that being said, I hope everyone enjoys SummerSlam. It should be a fantastic show. So, thank you so much for sticking with us. Sorry for the little hiatus. We are back. We don't plan on taking another break for a little while, at least to my knowledge. So we are thrilled to be here. We're excited to be back. Thank you for sticking with us. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment. Let us know what your predictions are for SummerSlam. It's going to be a great show. I'm so excited. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything. Subscribe on everything. Follow on everything. Tell your friends.
We'll have a link below.
We're getting out of here. Thank you for listening to us. Until next week, we will see you. Goodbye.
Peace.
See ya.